We're sending you in deep, so be on your guard. Scanners indicate particularly rich veins of morkite and gold further down. Bring it back, boys.
Rock and stone, darling.
Heave ho for rock and stone. Bend your backs to take your gold. Dark and dirt is what we know. Deep in rock is where we go. I tunnel deep, I tunnel long. All the while I'll sing this song. There's dirt to shift and bugs to hit. I wouldn't trade any of it. Heave ho for rock and stone. Bend your backs to take your gold. Dark and dirt is what we know. Deep in rock is where we go. Bugs that fly and bugs that crawl in the air and on the wall. Web and acid, shell and bone. Watch that bolt dead for she blows. Heave ho for rock and stone. Bend your backs to take your gold. Dark and dirt is what we know. Deep in rock is where we go. Sugar red to take the pain. Platform up that nitra vein. Sand and boots and snow and beard. Hoxie's has it all right here. Heave ho for rock and stone. Bend your backs to take your gold. Dark and dirt is what we know. Deep in rock is where we go. Leave no dwarf behind. Call that resupply. You don't rock and stone. You ain't coming home. Leave no dwarf behind. Call that resupply. You don't rock and stone. You ain't coming home. Heave ho for rock and stone. Bend your backs to take your gold. Dark and dirt is what we know. Deep in rock is where we go. Heave ho for rock and stone. Bend your backs to take your gold. Dark and dirt is what we know. Deep in rock is where we go.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Good evening, every pony. I am back. Yes, Ace Play is back. Where are you? I am at my PC. I am at my PC. Can't see you. That's what I usually do, basically, on start. Usually having like a quick monologue before switching to the scene. So, oh wait, me glasses. But yeah, I am back, and yes, I'll be there. Oh my goodness, I sort of didn't know how to introduce my return, but nonetheless, I am back, and despite popular rumors, I am not cute. I am still not cute. Anyways, how's every pony? How's everyone doing? Yes, you are still cute. No. I'm well, had gnomes. Yay. That's good. So, perhaps even cuter now. Nope. So, we're gonna have lots of talk today about my adventure at Ponycon Holland. Which was very special, not only because I had fun. So, what did I miss?
You're so cute, AC.
What did I miss? Is Ace cute? Of course, what I'm saying. Of course, Ace is cute. No. Did you get loot? Yes, but that's gonna be... Yeah, but that's probably either gonna be told I'm gonna talk about some loot or not talk about it at all. But yeah. Anyways, without prolong... Okay, why... Okay, why I'm why is it why VTuber considers that I'm sleeping? There we go. Just wanted to make sure if everything works. Okay, so let's show my... Let me just see you all. Let me just basically show myself for real. Let me just go to this scene and say, hi. Oh my goodness. Ow. Oh my goodness. Hi, Pinky. Oh my goodness. Did I just probably mess up something with the settings? That my expressions are very, you know, that my expressions are getting very...
The cute police just gotta learn it.
Steamy. Steamy. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? Is this how you welcome me back? Is this how you welcome me back?
So adorable.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back. Oh my goodness. Zucha. Gosh dang it. Okay, maybe I need to probably first set up something with... frequency gain. Because for some reason, I'm getting too expressive than I want to. Ah, goodness. And thank you for the socks, even if basically you can only see my even if only socks visible are from my hind legs. Ah, goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it just for you, Steamy, and for everyone who is here watching this planned short stream. And let me just do the zoom and say it out loud for everyone who just basically missed me.
Cute, Ace.
No, don't throw any more cute because it's gonna restart the expression like this. I don't have it properly set up, or basically this is weird. But anyways, chat, I'm gonna say it just for you, Steamy, and just for everyone else who just missed me. I am cute. Now I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. I hope you're happy. Because let me tell you, I am screaming from the inside that I had to say this. Oh my goodness. Anyways. Thank you for 100 bits, Steamy. And just to probably make it worse, on my for my self-image, I'm gonna have this. Okay, sort of not working. Okay, okay, so I guess I need to probably set it up properly before, you know. Nah, it looks weird. It works better when I'm naked, but not when I have a hoodie. So chat. I've been away for 1 week. I've been away from streaming for 1 week. When you what? Listen. We don't normally wear clothes. So yeah. Okay, let me first probably make this music quieter. So yeah. So yeah, basically this PCH travel was very special, not only because I went to the Netherlands, even though it's my second time going there. It's not only my basically travel so I can meet my friends and had a good time. It's also special because I managed to get there on my own. So yeah. Okay, let me just probably set up the volume gain. Maybe 30. 35? 40? Okay, 40 maybe could work. So yeah. So chat. This was basically a very special. Yeah, it was a very special. Con to me because I had, yeah, like I said, it's because I went there on my own. So yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I was basically preparing after my last stream, which was on Tuesday last week. So yeah, basically all preparation include snacks and all the shit that probably not make me lose my sanity during a long drive. Which, believe me or not, I took the coach as a way of travel. I could probably go with plane, but even if it's the fastest way, I think I should probably need to I should have. What I probably need is lots of preparations and sanity. And lots of money too. So I went with basically the cheaper alternative. You could take the train. Yeah, I could, but considering how many transfers I should have take, not to mention how, I mean, trains would be probably just 12 hours, but still. I should also probably consider how long it's gonna, whether the train I'm gonna transfer to won't get cancelled at some point. Wouldn't get cancelled. So yeah. But yeah, basically I was preparing with everything. And basically I had my parents prepare. First of all, you would be put on the next one if that happens. Probably, but I'm not sure. So yeah. So yeah, preparations. They have to. I'm saying that I don't know because I never experienced, I never traveled abroad by the train. So far I only traveled by coach and plane. So yeah. And car. I mean, I wasn't a driver, but my parents were. So preparations include let me just tell you that my parents weren't basically trusting enough, weren't trusting that I can do it. So they basically have to increase the safety measures in case something goes wrong. Basically, I had to get a new phone. I mean, I wouldn't mind this because my phone was basically my previous phone was, I owned the previous phone since like 2020. So fuck, what do I want to say? I got distracted. Sorry to cut this short, but I have some technical issues to take off, but welcome back. Thank you, thank you. But also... never mind. Yeah, I got the new phone. My previous one from 2020 still works, but it could be, I don't think it's getting like any more updates or something. Probably, I don't know. But yeah, I guess basically the new phone, I could basically get new phone as a replacement, while my previous old phone would be used as a like a fail-safe measure. In case one of my phones breaks or something, stops working or something. So sort of smart, but also I guess it's a little bit of exaggeration. A little bit of exaggeration. So yeah, I know they want me safe, but it sort of limits of what I want to achieve. But yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Other than that, I also got the new SIM card. Basically, cause my new phone didn't come with one, but I also basically use my old one. And I mean, from my old phone, while basically applying the new SIM card to my old phone. And yeah. And before even that, I also went with my brother to the store to apply screen protection for my new phone. And basically it was, we did it at the like independent we did at the independent store. So yeah, basically, yeah, the one who applied like the foil for my screen basically knew what he was doing. So yeah, it was costly, but better have you know, in case something bad happens to my if I get a crack on the screen, then better have some protection from that happening. And besides, besides screen cracks on the screens upset me a lot. So yeah. What is it? Okay, so yeah, that was the preparation part. And after basically all the preparations, I basically asked my mother to prepare some sandwiches. I thought I'll be hungry during the travel, so I asked my mom to do like 12 sandwiches. Boy, sometimes I wonder how I know my stomach better. But anyways, the day basically arrived, it was like Thursday, and yeah, I have to leave from the place where I live at, I think it was 15:30. So yeah. But there was like some issues with you know, getting there. Mainly the route where we go usually was under construction. So we had to go the different route. So not much basically. So yeah, luckily we arrived on time. We arrived even though they asked to get there by 15 minutes before it departs. So yeah. So yeah, we arrived, I boarded coach, and then yeah, we're going. So yeah. Let's see if I can show basically like just to show that I'm on the way. And I just basically singing that song from Brother Bear. Okay, so am I saving or something? Okay, yeah. Okay, so just to basically show that okay, so is that basically okay, look preview, unlock it. So this is the photo I took to basically let everyone know that I am coming to PCH. Basically, Pinky looking outside a window. So yeah. To the tune of On My Way from Brother Bear. So yeah. So yeah. I wish I could probably take more photos, but I didn't have much time to do it, so yeah, but anyways. But as you can see, basically I was on the way. Looks like you had a good company. Yeah. Yep. Pinky is always going there when I'm going to PonyCon. I'm not sure what I would do if I didn't go with her. The next time I'm going to PCH. Or any PonyCon. But yeah. But yeah, here it was, and it was, yeah. Yeah, the first coach wasn't that much occupied until until like, yeah. Until basically we went closer to the next stop that I have to transfer. Otherwise, I remember meeting you at Galact together with Nikita. Hello, Starshine. Welcome to the stream. Probably I'll remember you, but if I don't, then don't take any offense. I just forgot faces. But welcome in. How have you been? We're just talking about my adventure at PonyCon Holland, so yeah. So yeah. We just basically managed to. The weird guy that got to the group at the ice cream shop in Weiblingen, lol. I may probably missed. Or maybe not. Sounds like you had a lot of fun, yeah. Yeah. We basically we are talking about. We're just basically in the part where when I'm in the middle of the travel to the Netherlands. And I was basically talking about this part where I got the where they basically show to my community to my community and my friends that I'm on my way. So yeah. Yeah. Also welcome in, Jacob. Welcome to the stream. So So yeah, that was a way to tell that I'm on the way. The coach wasn't at first basically full, but the further we went, the more people came in, and yeah, it got. By the end of basically the stop, it was so too many people. So yeah. Okay, so oh yeah, basically also during the travel to during the middle of the travel, I also had opportunity to have a photo of horses. Okay, so I'm gonna probably save this. Okay, here it is. So yeah, I think we were basically in the one of the stops in the Netherlands, because we also had to pass through through Germany. Yeah, the coach. Yeah, during the second coach drive, which I had to transfer, it was so. The coach was full of people that it basically triggered my introverted senses, basically. If I had someone I trust, I wouldn't mind, but having someone I don't know makes me basically uncomfortable a bit, if you know what I mean. Cause you know, basically, I guess I'm not sure if it's if it's just me being introverted or shy. So yeah. So yeah, yeah, basically the second coach I had to transfer to was also a double-decker. And I had the place on, basically on top. But yeah, I wouldn't mind this if not basically for the fact that I am tall. And my head could actually reach the ceiling of the bus. So yeah. Not great. I guess that's probably the feeling of how it feels to drive it, to be a passenger of the coach. Yeah, not to mention not enough space, but that's just basically basically that's the beauty, in quote marks, of the coaches. Like I said, I could probably take a plane, and yeah, but yeah, planes are not cheap. So yeah, this was the cheapest alternative. So yeah. Anyways, speaking of horses, I'm not sure if it's gonna be a good quality photo, but here you are. There were some horses in there, so yeah. And if someone recognizes this place, I'm sorry And if someone lives there and recognizes this place, and probably it's one of my viewers, I'm sorry for doxing your place. Oh goodness. But anyways. Horses. There are horses. Yeah. So yeah, basically the horse location was also where the stop for others was. So yeah. Oddly fitting for my adventure. And yeah. So yeah. So basically, the journey lasted like 20 hours. About 20 hours. So I basically I left on Thursday and I arrived on Friday. In the afternoon. So basically in the early afternoon, so yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Yeah. Also, let me tell you that some coach drivers... yeah. I would probably not recommend, basically, the network I was driving, considering that... Yeah, let me just tell that sometimes I'm a forgetful horse. I am a forgetful horse. In a sense that I forgot where I had to sit in the second coach. And instead of telling me where to sit, instead of reminding me where to sit, they just asked me to get in the line outside. So yeah, maybe because of my, I don't know, probably didn't precise of what I meant, but still, I told them to remind me where I sit. Where am I sitting? But yeah. It was not good. Yeah, the other driver basically, you know, told me that I am too slow. Literally, I am too slow. But yeah, could be because I was like basically half asleep, because the next transfer I had was in the morning. Was in the like early morning. So yeah, but yeah, not a good experience with some coach drivers, or basically any stuff in the coach. They probably improved when I was coming back, but still, not the good first impression. So anyways, I have arrived at the city of Utrecht, which was basically my stop. And let me tell you, considering that this was my first trip over there, I sort of got lost over there. Like, not lost, like, about where to go, but rather where I should what should I do next? So yeah, I mean, public transport could help, but I'm not. I wasn't sure how it works in the Netherlands. So yeah. So I basically had to reach for advice from my friends. So yeah, they told me what to do and bought the ticket. I bought the ticket to, or basically like the pass ticket or something. Basically allowing me to have like 1 hour, to have a ticket that is valid for 1 hour. And yeah, I have arrived at the and yeah, after basically learning, I arrived at Zeist. Hello, Captain Shadow. Welcome to the stream. So, I arrived at the place where. So yeah, the place where. Yeah, the Hotel Figgy was, aka the con location. So yeah, this is also where I met my friends, Phoenix Retto especially. But also, yeah, lots of Nordic bronies, and yeah, I think, yeah, basically familiar faces familiar to me. I think I also met Turtles or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, so yeah. So yeah, I had to also move to the Corona hotel, which was basically like 1/2 kilometer away, 1.5 kilometer away from the con venue. So yeah. So yeah, I just basically stand there at the venue and yeah. Fuck, I cannot talk today. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, basically, for struggling. Even with the notes on my hoof, I still cannot talk on what I want to say. Cannot think of what I want to say. But anyways, I arrived at the Corona Hotel. I didn't book the room, but my friend Foley / Sky / Mossy Stone basically got it for me. So basically we shared the room and we also had to split the price for the booking. So yeah. So yeah, just after this, we have arrived at the... Oh yeah. By the way, the Corona Hotel was also the place where this crosswalk was here. And I think, yeah. Yeah, this crosswalk right here. Basically, I saw it last year, and basically, you know, yeah. Can we please hold hoofs on a gay crosswalk? Can we please hold hoofs together on a gay crosswalk? Ain't this wonderful? So, yeah. And yeah. Sometimes I wish there were more crosswalks like this in the world. So, yeah. But yeah. After basically booking and splitting, we also have like... I also went for lunch / dinner. Ads coming. Okay. So... Ace is nice. Hello Ram, welcome to the stream. We're just basically talking about my adventure in Ponycon Holland, and we just basically stopped at the gay crosswalk. But yeah. How have you been, Ram? Hello. Yeah, I wonder how it went from your end. Yeah. Talking is not my strong, you know, talking is not my strong, you know, skill. Okay, why is closed captions not working today? Yeah, it's alright. I'm okay enough. Work is tiring. Can imagine. You manage, yeah. Okay, so... yeah. After booking, we just went to the restaurant. Basically, bagel restaurant. And I basically ordered this. I ordered this. This isn't vegan. Just for your info. Fancy, yeah. I had a bagel. And yeah. And at least this year with something. So yeah, basically I think I ordered a toasted bagel with some toasted cheese and tomatoes, and I think there was some ham or something. But yeah, it was good. Cause I remember I had the bagel. I had my first bagel and I basically ordered with nothing. practically with nothing other than the you know, with the something basically like a butter but more white. Something like the like butter but more white, and with, how do you call it again? Chives, okay. Okay. Yeah, basically the cream with chives. How much did they ask for it? I think it was 12 or 11 euros? 16 maybe? Chives like green onion, yeah. Chives like green onion, yeah. Yeah, so yeah. I had this, and I also had my I think I had my I also had my ladder, and it was big. And basically, I just wanted to make a joke about this. So basically, you know that Pinkie Pie is hyper and, yeah, hyper and more energetic, and yeah. Okay, let me just save this. So basically just what happens if she was given... So basically, this is what happened. I mean, not quite what happens, but you would probably imagine what happens if Pinkie drank some of my coffee. So basically, I posted this on my Blue Sky and to some servers, and basically with the caption, "Oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck." So yeah, considering that Pinkie is highly energetic and hyper, I think if she took a sip of coffee, the world would be ending. So yeah, do not the coffee. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was the visit at the bagel. And after this, I just went to my hotel, basically just to, you know, rest a bit. And then basically I went to the place where the PonyCon Holland happened. I went to the place where PonyCon Holland happened, and since it was Friday, you could basically already get your badges, con badges. So yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, I also, before that, I also have went to the toy store. And And other than basically toys that got me interested, and I also saw games being sold, which I could get it, but I don't have PlayStation nor Switch. So yeah. But what basically caught my eye is this basically this toy of Ponyta, of Galarian Ponyta. Yeah, basically it sort of looked like a Lego, but not quite. It's not. I mean, it basically I think it's a Lego knockoff, but still. But still, Galarian Ponyta, believe me or not, is my favorite Pokemon overall. Articulating figure. I thought it's gonna be probably Pikachu, or I thought Pikachu is gonna be my favorite. And probably one of the Eevees. I think I also thought Eevee will be my favorite at some point. But let me tell you, Galarian Ponyta caught my eye the most. I know it could be because she resembles Pony from My Little Pony, but let me tell you, I love design. I love the design of it, because it's so cute. But yeah, here it was. Oh goodness! So I went to the store, toy store, and then basically went to Figgy. Yeah. Other than that, I think I also saw Mario Bros stuff. So yeah, and in case if you wonder where is Figgy, you can probably Google it, but also this is how basically the entrance looks like to the con. So yeah, this is basically just for those who haven't been to Netherlands or basically to PonyCon Holland. So to those who basically been there, at least know how it looks like. So yeah. But yeah, I just basically arrived and I got basically you could start like checking in for the like basically, you know, enter checking in for your tickets with basically as early as I think 20 I think early as 20 o'clock. So yeah. That's where I got my badge. Okay, why am I copying this? Why I am copying instead of basically saving? So yeah. So yeah, this is how my badge look like, which I only realized too late basically that my badge looks I think the print made my main darker. It made my main and goatee darker. So yeah. Consider that I also saw Phoenix. Considering that my Phoenix basically had. Her OC basically had blue instead of like cyan. The colors were completely wrong. Yeah. I would basically joke that the printer made me look emo. Printing things get a little weird, yeah. It looked better, a little bit better on the. It looked a little bit better on the. They only look a little bit better on the Ponycon Holland app, where I could see the badge, and also my imported picture untouched. Printing things get a little weird. CMYK colors, yeah. So yeah. I would so I guess that's why Phoenix OC got blue, as she showed us. But anyways, there was also a party that like the Friday Eve party. Yeah, I opened there for a bit, but yeah, I prefer being basically in quiet places. So yeah. So yeah, that's how it. So that's how it goes. And then I think I returned to my hotel probably at like, you know, somewhere before midnight. My friend, my roommate Sky was already basically sleeping. So yeah. Also, here's the thing that basically I have forgotten to take home. Basically, the hygiene is important, and so is your teeth care. I took my toothbrush, but I forgot. But I think I forgot to take my Yeah, I took the toothbrush, but I forgot to take toothpaste too. Yeah. The toothpaste, yeah. So, yeah, well, yeah. There are like 2 things required for brushing your teeth, and I forgot the one. So it ended up basically not cleaning my teeth. Which sucked because dental care is important. Even if I'm neglecting it. Okay, here's the thing, basically, that sometimes I don't get it. When I'm away and basically like in the hotel, I'm more basically taking care of my teeth than when I'm at home. Is this basically how my neurodivergent brain works? Oh my goodness. So, yeah. Yeah, I get that, yeah. Because, let me tell you that I don't like dentists, but still. I want to take care of my teeth, but more often than not, I don't have time to clean my teeth. So, yeah. At least I could take a shower in peace. So, yeah. So, the next day arrives, it's morning. Basically, I also basically have like, you know, basically, since my friends basically, my roommate friend basically snort a lot, no offense to you, Sky. I had basically my headphones on my head, and it also worked as a like silencer or something. Not quite silencer, because silencer is more for the gun, but rather like earphones or something. I had my headphones on my basically head when I was sleeping, and yeah, the muffle of sounds, and also I had like noise cancellation on, so yeah. Basically, I didn't hear the alarm that it was going off from my previous phone. And basically, I've been woken up by Sky basically pulling out from my headphones. Oh, goodness. Hey Piggy, welcome to the stream. Welcome to unusually to my special Just Chatting stream. How have you been? We're talking about my experience with PonyCon Holland, and basically we're just talking about how day one started for me. Basically, I didn't hear the alarm from my previous phone because I had headphones on. Yeah. And also, how printers made my main darker, like over here. So, yeah. Been alright. You also can't wait for the con stories. Yeah, we're basically talking about one. Yeah. Also, chat. Let me tell you that during the travel to PCH, I had probably trouble with taking care of myself when nature called me. Let me tell you that I know it's I don't usually talk about this, but yeah, basically I wasn't able to piss during a travel, so yeah. I'm not sure if it's because you know, whether the toilets were like very tight in tight rooms, or you know, something basically else. Maybe I cannot take a piss. Don't worry, when I was at Babs, I didn't poop for the whole weekend. Yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah, I eventually took a long leak. I eventually took a leak once I arrived at Figgy. And I think I relieved myself for full 1 minute. Yeah, I basically relieved myself for about a minute. So, yeah. Mans was a tap, yeah. Bathroom habits when traveling suck sometimes, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to force myself to basically go to the toilet, like, by drinking a lot. So, basically to, you know. So maybe this time I'm gonna piss. I'm gonna piss this time. Nope. Not this time. Yeah. But yeah, I was basically, you know, wasn't sure. At least the staff at Figgy was kind enough to show me that I'm allowed to use the toilet. Even though, for a moment I thought I was not allowed until like day 1. Or probably at some point at day 0. So yeah. But anyways, enough of the piss stories. And let's go back to day 1. So yeah. We went to the at the like the dining room of the hotel where we had all breakfast. We had our breakfast. And yeah. And I just basically, you know, yeah, the guys were, yeah, the staff were very nice, basically. And it was like a buffet, so yeah. And I think I had basically like a bun that I turned into a sandwich, and I also have some pancakes for breakfast. However, because I wasn't sure whether they have like the cream or something, like the cherry cream or something. I basically ate pancakes plain. I ate pancakes plain. So if I knew about it, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't basically have, you know. Buffets are clutch, yeah. But yeah. So day one starts. I just basically had to. I was basically like late. I'm not sure if I was late. I mean, not quite late, but the code were opening at like 10 a.m. and I arrived like, I think 5 or 10 minutes after the venue were opening. Let me tell you that I had like a 1.5 kilometer walk, so basically it took me like 13 minutes to get there. 13 minutes to get there. So yeah. My closed captions suck, but it's also fun. It can be funny too, so. But yeah. Yeah. We arrived, basically. Everyone was basically here. Captions can be a little fun, yeah. Captions, no, I don't need any more ads. I need to change the ads because for some reason, I think I switched. I think I accidentally basically made something with the, changed something in the ads that for some reason they appear more frequently, which I apologize for that. Even if they somehow help me with the income, I don't care much more about the ads, so yeah. But anyways, I have arrived basically. Basically, we have some. Basically, since I checked in earlier, then I didn't have to go to the queues, so I didn't have to go to the queue line. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, the first thing I see is basically the I'm not sure if I can call it advertisement, but basically something like an announcement banner for upcoming PonyCon, which will happen in Denmark. Basically the North Horse Con, which I'm looking forward to attending. And I would like to go there, even if basically tickets are not available yet. So yeah, at least you got your steps in for the day. Yeah, definitely. At least for the duration weekend, I managed to hit 10,000 steps. Yeah, there were a bunch of flyers and banners referring for different cons. Yeah, including the con we don't talk about. We don't talk about because of the rather controversial surroundings. So yeah. So yeah. And that's where I met you, Ram. At some point. And guys, you won't believe it. I thought I'm gonna probably do it at... I thought I'm gonna do it myself, but... The moment I met Ram. The moment I met Ram.
You're so cute, Acey.
What is the count? Ace is cute. Ah, my goodness. 72 away. Now that you've braved the whole and traveling, do you feel more confident with traveling to North Horsecon? Probably a bit, but at the same time, I've never been to Denmark. So it's a 50-50. But yeah. So yeah, we met Ram and Yumi. And yeah, basically Ram out of nowhere, out of sudden and out of nowhere gave me this. Yes. I officially got like the real life cute sign. So yeah. So yeah, basically it's as far as I know, it's a 3D printed. It's a 3D printed model. But still, I would not expect the cute side to be actually defictionalized. So yeah. And if you don't know it, I actually have one with me, next to me. I'm just not wearing. At least my human disguise doesn't wear it right now. So, yeah. And guess what? Of course I had to wear it. But I treated it as basically as like a day one trial. So basically, everyone would basically see me cute. You didn't have to, but still, I didn't know where to put it back. So I treated this as like a day one trial. Maybe if we manage to get like a challenge or something. How about if we get called like 2050 times? No, sorry. 2500 times being called cute. I'm gonna probably wear it on the next con. Because the original goal of 2000 goal was wearing a shirt of Pinky calling me cute. Oop, Ace, I gotta go. Have a good stream, yeah, Goober. Thank you, Piggy, for helping in, and I see you next time. Have a good evening for Piggy. So yeah. And You may probably not know this, but I had the Ace is Cute t-shirt. Ace is Cute t-shirt from Pinky on day 0, basically, just like what I did at Galacon. What I did at Galacon, so yeah. I would not expect, basically, I would not expect to have, you know, you also have basically the cute sign in real life. But yeah. We went to the... Afterwards, we went to the opening ceremony and... yeah. It was funny, as usual. And yeah. Also, my apologies for the ads. I really need to fix the frequency of ads, because this is ridiculous. Okay, chat, so oops, sorry. So I got the cute sign. We went to the opening ceremony, which was, as usual, funny. Basically, the theme was the basically the story was about that Waffles and his friends were trying to organize the biggest cake for the basically boss slash CEO slash manager slash corporation. Yeah, basically, and they had like the ruining basically the bakery that was falling apart, I guess. For a rich guy, yeah. For a rich guy, but also, yeah. I wasn't sure if he was rich, but also probably had like a corporation or something. But basically it was a job or something. But yeah. So yeah, basically I think they had a contract of making like the 18-layered cake. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah. Also the monkey in the oven. The monkey in the oven. Yeah, they also introduced to the guest of honors and, you know. Yeah, we had the voice actresses for, respectively, Spitfire and Sunset Shimmer. The wizard, yes. Yeah. Yeah. But also we had Imalu and Okay, I think there was like other I think there was like the other artists who work on the comics. One shouldn't appear, one couldn't appear on the stage, but they were remote. I know for sure they originally planned to have Ashley Ball, aka AJ and Rainbow Dash voice actors, I mean. But because of personal because of personal stuff, she couldn't get to the PonyCon Holland. But yeah. But that's the past problem now. But that's in the past now, so yeah. After that, basically opening ceremony and you know, guest reveal. I mean, it wasn't basically a reveal, it was basically told earlier, but still. Yeah, most of the time I spent at the vendor hall, so yeah. Yeah. I also attended some panels. Basically the panels that caught my interest, and also some panels that my friends were in. So yeah. Hello Blix, welcome to the stream. How have you been? We're talking about PCH experience. It was amazing, let me tell you. We were just in short, but yeah. I've been sick. Oh no! Please get well soon. Please get well soon. Yeah, that's probably the most generic I can say, but yeah. I hope you feel better eventually. And please take care and get well soon. Oh goodness. But yeah, most of the time I spent at vendors, but I could also get to the at some panels. I think I am. I started to feel like I think I am. I started to feel like I have more energy. That's good to hear. But also but also I don't think having energy at night is good. Unless it's not night for you. But still congested. I see. So yeah. So yeah. I think the panels and video from closing and opening ceremonies are available to watch on PonyCon Holland YouTube. So yeah. Yeah, basically I bought lots of stuff from the vendors. It's only 3, almost 4 here. Yeah. 3, almost 4 PM that is, so I guess time zones. are confusing me. But yeah. Oh yeah, we also had to download the app that gives that also allows to have some allows to participate in some allows to participate in the like the team things. And yep, they are confusing, yeah. Especially since after we switched to winter time. Which, believe me or not, it happened during the con. So, yeah. So, yeah. I also basically had the... I only have like the from the test, the result of the test, but I was team Poverty. Poverty. I don't know how to pronounce that because that's Dutch. That's Dutch saying. But yeah, I was in the Poverty team. So yeah, basically I had to do the character quiz and yeah. Basically the questions consist of random situations with more or less ridiculous answers. So yeah. The questions like, what do you do in your free time? What are you doing in the cons? How do you spend your birthday? So, yeah. Yeah, basically the answers varied from I play games, I do my hobbies, to nothing. Also like you lost your friend, basically what do you do? You lost your friend at the con, basically what do you do? The answers vary from I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna find my friend, then I'm gonna let my friend find me, to see you on Monday, Gremlin. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the answers for it. Yeah, those were ridiculous, but that's not what we're talking about. We're still gonna talk about day one. And let me tell you, I got lots and lots of shit from the vendors. I mean, shit in the good way. So basically, I bought a lot of stuff, and I think this is the most money I spent in this con, in PonyCon, overall in this year. So yeah. And that includes commissions. And let me tell you that I got lots of commissions done, and one in particular got the most love from me, and it also was done traditionally. So let me just, you know, basically how I love how I love having Mysona and Pinky together. So yeah. So here it is. Here is this cute traditional sketch done. I mean, not quite sketch, but you know. This is probably the cutest thing I got from the con. And yes, I'm saying this as a cute denier. Because holy shit, this is so fucking cute. Look at this cuties. Look at this cuties. I love them so much. I love them so much. Oh my goodness. This is so fucking cute. And I'm saying this as a cutie denier.
You're cute.
Ouch. Oh my goodness. So yeah. So yeah, this is probably the cutest commission I got from the con. And I fucking adore it. So yeah. And also I got the, as you could see basically underneath there, I also got the print from Imalu. So yeah. Because before I made my Sona, I really like Pinky Dash shipping. So basically Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash shipping. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Also, I hope nobody clipped the moments. Nobody clips a moment I was like fanboying over the commission I got. Anyways, moving on. I returned to my hotel to drop my stuff. Cause let me tell you, it was sort of drugging me. And yeah, and my backpack couldn't hold that much. I mean, it still could, but let me tell you, it was so heavy that my back hurts. That my back hurt. So yeah. Yeah, also the weather in the Netherlands was sort of undecided. Just imagine weather going from basically the weather in Netherlands was like I'm gonna pour some rain and then you're gonna have some sun. No wait, sorry, my bad. I'm gonna give you more rain. And how about if I apply some wind to it? Okay, now we can have sun. But for a bit, enjoy more rain. That's how weather in the Netherlands was like. It couldn't decide. It couldn't decide what weather we should have right now. And the rain was basically varying from varying from breeze, just a breeze, to basically crystallized rain to basically a hacking shower at full power. So yeah. So yeah, the weather was very undecisive. And also, chat, I also made this at one point there was like the whiteboard, and I also did I also had the opportunity to draw something. Not happy about how I draw his nostrils, but basically I tried to draw my OC with a marker, but I fucked up with the nostrils, so yeah. Basically, Ace is cutent. Look at this cutest together forever. God damn it, Feather! God damn it, Feather, how dare you? And also welcome in. Welcome to my PonyCon Holland talk. Experience talk. So, yeah. I'm trying my best to talk about everything. So, yeah. But yeah, I got this. I made this, and let me tell you, I fucked up with his nostrils. So, yeah. I accidentally made him have like a cat nose or something, or dog nose, or something else, just not a horse nose. Not horse nose. Anyways. Yeah. Considering that I also, like, I think I had something in my one hand, but I was drawing in one hand. I was drawing in one hand. So, while having something in the other hand, I could probably just hold the the board with the paper, but yeah. Okay, so next after dropping stuff at my hotel is going to the concert, which basically is yeah. I don't usually go there. I usually not basically. I mean, I would listen to the music, but I'm not basically like a party animal. And now I'm wondering why Pinky. Now I question why Pinky is my favorite pony, considering she is also the party animal, and I'm not. But yeah, okay, not quite before the concert, but also there was like the Saturday activities, evening activities that basically you can, but you don't have to, but it's somehow worth it if you're hunting for achievements. So yeah, basically you have to go to the specific room, and yeah, and there are like the Saturday night activities that you can do. Yeah, first was I think, and there were like 5 activities. Yeah, first was a guessing game. Basically, you have to put your, should I say hoofs or hands? Should I say hoofs or hands? Because we probably just have hooves, but somehow we also have hands. Do we have like invisible hands in our hoofs? Explain me how it works. Explain how anatomy works. But anyways, doesn't matter. Basically, guessing game where you have to touch everything, where you basically touch something and you have to guess what it is. What do you mean that's just pony magic? Still. I thought unicorns have magic. And somehow Pegasi can hold stuff with their wings. With their wings. And apparently it took the next generation to for earth ponies to hold something with hooves. Oh my goodness. Anyways, basically I guess an item game. Relatively simple, but still. But yeah, but I think. Okay, I forgot what were. Okay, I sort of forget what items were there, but for what I remember, there was like a spider, like a toy spider. To which I basically questioned, why is there a spider? Hoof sausages, what? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Weird sausages on my hoofs. What? Anyways, I remember spider. There was I had to basically had the spider in my hoofs with sausages. Okay, let's agree basically we on my hoofs. I think the spoon, something where you can do something you can do with something that you can use the pepper thing, and I called it Easy's tennis ball. I called it Easy tennis ball because, you know, when G5 came out, everyone drew Easy with a tennis ball on her horn. So yeah. So yeah. The next activity I did was basically pinning a cherry on the cake. So yeah. It's basically like pin a tail on a pony. Pin a tail on the pony. But yeah. I was basically off. I missed the top. My brain thought I was aiming right, but I missed. Okay, so yeah. I missed basically big time. So yeah. Anyways, the next activity is basically like baking a cake and then deliver it. And by baking, I mean basically like build it build it. Not actually baking, but rather build it. And then, you know, basically moving around the maze of chairs. Moving around the maze of chairs. And then basically doing it. Basically placing it. It sounds easy, but here's the catch. You have to deliver it on one hand while having basically the other on the back. So you cannot support yourself. So you cannot support yourself with the other hoof. And yeah. You may probably have seen how I struggled at some point. Cause my hoof couldn't basically hold it any longer. Good thing I could use my head. Like literally use my head for it. So yeah, so it couldn't fall. But yeah, this one was probably the hardest of available activities. But at least everyone cheered me for delivering, and I basically commented that's how Big Mac have felt when he was having the mascarpone madness cake on his back. Okay, I'm gonna go off topic for a bit. Some people basically believe that some people think that Big Mac could easily basically carry a house in one of the episodes, but hey, he struggles when having cake. Like the cake is heavier than the house. Well, it should be basically other round. I think that's not the case because I think because in the episode where the Big Mac was carrying, basically moving house without ease, he was basically love-struck with, after drinking like love poison. And of course it was carrying the house of Berry Punch. So which was basically, I think she was confused of what's going on. And I think the reason Big Mac struggled with the cake wasn't because it was heavy, but because he struggled to balance it. He struggled to balance it. Now you see what I mean. Basically, considering that, yeah, he could easily basically have it on that. He could basically easily have it on the back, but it's not because he couldn't. It's not because the cake, the other episode was heavy, but rather because he struggled with balancing it. Does that make sense to you? Sorry, I sort of went off board of you know how I actually see what happened. Anyways, back to activities. The next game I basically was catch the bakery, or basically catch the tubes, and yeah. They were basically unpredictable, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. What I want to say, basically, yeah. It was basically a test of reflexes and, you know, timing and reaction time. Basically, the tubes were falling at random, so it wasn't all the same. But for some reason, I managed to catch one in the furthest corner. Not all of them, but yeah, I magically done that. And let me tell you, it was when I caught that one, I felt a shock, like electric shock at some point. After catching that. I don't know what I was, but I think that's what happens when you basically catch so suddenly. You get slightly shocked. But anyways, but yeah, I caught a fair amount of the tubes, and it was pretty nice. Somehow, yeah. And the last activity I did was throwing money bags at the tower of can of beans. So yeah. Yeah, my first throw was basically throwing the very top of the can of the beads the very top can of the beans, and somehow I hit it. And even if basically I just throw away the one, this activity worked in the same way as those carnival games where you throw balls at the bottles. Where you throw balls at the bottles, you know, or something similar, but you know what I mean. This was the same, but with like something that resembled a money bag with at the basically a can of beans. So yeah. So yeah, my first shot was basically deliberate hit of the top one before I decided let's play with physics and basically throw every single one to topple it. But yeah. Anyways, so that was the activity. that happened. And then I went to the concert. So to speak. I mean, there was something after this, but I'd rather probably not talk about this on Twitch because it's a very sensitive, I mean, not quite very sensitive topic, but the topic I'd rather probably not talk about it. Because it's hidden from public. Even if it's basically this time of the year, not quite this time of the year, but rather this hour, but yeah. Hello Rebel, welcome to the stream. Yeah. I went to the concert after that, so it was I'm not usually the partying hard like Pinky does, but it's always nice to vibe to the music. Because yeah. Yeah. And yeah. Good thing I had my headphones. Cause it also could all act like the, you know, considering that the music was too loud. I think it sort of worked as earmuffs. My headphones sort of worked as earmuffs or something that with noise cancellation. So yeah, I was basically sitting at the back but vibing too. Yeah, there was like some Brownie musicians like, you know, Black and Blue, Prince Whateverer, but also basically I stayed for the Koa Pony. So yeah. And yeah. And they were basically, the concert lasted until probably 2 a.m. And there was even an achievement for staying up late. Or staying up late at most. So yeah. Yeah. And that's how I ended day 2. Day 1, I mean. Okay, I'm getting tired. Oh goodness. So I returned to the hotel and yeah, we got some rest. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So that's how my first day went. And yeah, I'm gonna probably I'm gonna talk about how my day 2 went. But before I do that, I'm gonna probably grab some drink because I'm slowly having dessert in my mouth. So be right back quickly. If anything, ask. I'm not sleeping. Okay, I'm back. If anyone asks, yeah, what I got for drink, you would like the sound. You would very much like the sound of this opening. It's not beer, but just a can of cola. It's a can of cola. Cheers. So, day 2 started. As usual, we had breakfast and... yeah. And... yeah. Okay, let me just quickly check. What I have. Yeah, I also had to meet with Flitter Chris, who was cosplaying as Poffertier. You know, basically Dutch pancakes. But yeah, okay, so yeah. Basically, I wanted to ask for giving that one achievement that for finding the pony's head. This pony's head. But there was like an issue with scanning. That I mean, I think there were some issues with scanning for achievements. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, so yeah, day 2 starts basically, and I had we had breakfast as usual, and yeah. Once again, I asked for pancakes, but this time I had the cherry cream. And as usual, I picked the toast bread as my sandwich. And as usual, my coffee. And then I slowly and then basically I was slowly preparing to go back to the venue and see where this will go. We met some friends. I went to some panels. Basically, the one panel that was probably practically hilarious. Basically, it was about. It was basically about, you know, improvising basically stories. Improvising stories. Following a prompt. Yeah, featuring the mascots and 2 voice actresses. So yeah, 2 voice actresses basically had to follow some prompts while having like applied modifiers or something, some sort of like modifiers, basically. Reading like something about stuff. Something about, you know, some random stuff while doing, you know, something like the newspaper. Something taken from the newspaper while behaving like, for instance, you're talking to a dog while playing with the dog. So basically, you have like some like description or the script of what you what you have to say, but also you have to do it in the specific style. Like you have to like talk about the recipe of the cake while basically saying like you're reading a bedtime story. So yeah. Or what happens, basically the events of some stuff while basically acting like you're drunk. You guys probably need to see of what I mean, but it was basically, you know, improvising and lots of stuff. And there was like the freeze, where basically the mascots or the even voice actresses have to say freeze, and they basically there's like the ongoing scene, and once they say freeze, they have to switch they basically switch the actors and with it the situation as well. So yeah. And also the story that was basically fulfilled. And when someone says something and the back says change, they have to switch words. Sometimes basically like usually it ended up being like antonyms of something. So basically like something like, for example, this is a stupid idea, change, this is a great idea. So something like this. So yeah, you need to. I think the YouTube Polygon Holland YouTube is gonna probably share this archives to their YouTube channel, so you're gonna probably see what I mean. But yeah, oh yeah. Also, I was walking around the vendor hall. One of the stuff they sold was the towel, basically saying you dried, like this one. You dried. Okay, so I guess Dark Souls fans would definitely use this towel. Hello there, Ace and Crew. Hello, BitGamer. Welcome to my PonyCon Holland talk. How have you been? And yes, you tried. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also it was the day I think I bought the... I bought this. Let me just show you. Basically, I bought the tote bag from North Horse Con. From North Horse Con. So it was, let me tell you, it saved me. It saved basically the next, it saved me some weight, even if basically, you know, it's a tote bag and I had to probably carry a lot of them, but at least it increased capacity of how much stuff I can carry back home. Cause yeah. So yeah. And yeah. And I mostly stayed at the vendors hall and also got to some panels, but attended some panels, but I mostly stayed at the vendors, and the last thing we had was the charity auction, which was as insane as usual, but not quite insane like last year, where the plushie got sold for 15k euros. Yes. 15,000 euros. But that was last year. For a plushie. Skip. Yeah, but it was still somewhat crazy. And they eventually collected like 14,000 euros in total. So yeah. So yeah, and after that it was basically the closing ceremony. And yeah. Yeah, basically the last there was like the competition of how the three mascot ponies will do the baking competition. And then basically yeah, basically it was representative of the points of team points. So basically since basically the team Waffles was on the lead, that basically Waffles was in the lead, and I was in Team Pofferty, so basically she did decently, but basically she came second. And yeah, and basically the Fun Brush, which came out in third place. Her character basically was struggling a lot. And yeah. And basically the loser gets the pie in the face. So that's what happened. So basically her character got pied in the face. But yeah. And yeah, basically, and then during the closing ceremony, because believe me or not, there's a story behind this. So here comes the rich guy, the CEO, the businessman, the corporate boss. Basically complaining about, you know, the state of it. The word I probably remember saying it, that basically got lots of boos from the audience. It was I know it was a play, basically, but you will be delighted to hear boos after the rich man said, "Hooray for AI!" Or something like that. And the audience booed for that. I know it was a play, but it was delightful to have this. Oh boy. So basically, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell that both opening and closed ceremonies had songs. So the opening ceremony had basically thinking about the bakery, and then the closing ceremony had basically how failure was it at it, and taking a little jabs at other cons, Galacon, Chequestria, Epona Fest, I guess. Probably some of the American PonyCons as well. Sequestria, I guess. But yeah. But the mascots got their happy ending and got like better bakery. And then basically there was like big thank yous from the staff and basically the bosses, and also award ceremony as basically as well. So basically everyone got awarded a medal or something. Yeah. And after the con, we went to dinner at the restaurant. They were prepared at least for the massive dinner party. And that's how, yeah. And yeah. And yeah, basically I had my burger again. Okay, so... Okay, so I had burger and with fries. And I sort of hate saying this, but I ordered non-alcoholic beer. Considering that how I love Deep Rock Galactic and how I drink in this game, I drink lots of beer. Drinking non-alcoholic made me feel like a leaf lover. Oh my goodness. Hey, at least it wasn't organic and it didn't taste like piss. But yeah. Yeah, we had the dinner, and after dinner we just came back to to the hotels. And yeah, next day arrived. Basically the weather was sort of undecisive once again. Like one time it could rain and then get sunny, and then rain and get gusty and then be sunny again. So yeah, crazy weather. But yeah. Also chat, I also got a commission. I also got another commission from another artist who did traditionally, and I requested to draw Pinky, so yeah. And I've been told basically that I was the only commissioner of their art that requested a canon character. So yeah. This is what I got. Yeah. I got this from Monarcha. And this is a very nice Pinky. She drew. So yeah. Okay, so yeah. So yeah. We were starting to pack our stuff, and we had to also check out. Yeah. We checked out basically, and here's where the trouble started basically for my end. Basically, because of the random weather and how much stuff I have in my luggage and backpack, I felt heavy. My bags and basically anything felt too heavy for me. Luggage as well. So yeah, and considering the weather being unpredictable, I basically had to hit in the store that was basically next to the hotel I stayed. And I stayed in. And I did a quick uh shopping for I did a quick shopping for, you know, for Stroopwafels. I basically bought like 6 Stroopwafels. So yeah, Stroopwafels. And yeah, I ordered like 4 with butter, and I think 2 with honey. So yeah. So, and also ordered something to drink because I haven't drinked a lot. I haven't have a drink for a long time. But yeah, yeah, basically after the shopping I had to move. But I had basically trouble considering that how heavy my stuff were. I had to stop for a bit and take a rest. Not helped by the fact I had to also carry an umbrella because it was raining constantly. And yeah. Yeah, the weather sucked on final day. But I stayed for a bit at Figgy. And yeah. And yeah. Oh yeah, before I also checking out, I got the print from Kaiser, who won a set of 100 prints from Assassin Monkey, and they gave me one of the prints, basically the print of Pinky and Fluttershy. And I stayed at the end. Once I arrived at Figgy, I basically didn't ask, but basically showed that the winner gave me the Pinky and Fluttershy print, and they signed it. They signed it with their signature. So yeah. So yeah. It was also the day I met Phoenix before saying goodbye. Yeah. Okay. And yeah. I stayed for a bit, basically just to gain some energy before moving out to Utrecht. So yeah. But considering that I don't know how public network, or rather public transport works in Netherlands, I basically had to ask someone for advice, and I basically learned it basically works in the same way as in hotels, in that you start a journey. When you enter the bus, you basically put your credit card in the card reader. And once you arrive at desired destination, you put your credit card again, the same credit card again to the reader. So basically, you check in at the start and check out at the end. So yeah, that's what I learned, and it was a bit scary, but I managed still. So does that mean you never leave? I mean, basically, you have to check out at the desired destination. Or else you get fines if you don't do that. So yeah. Like if you basically start at the station, if you enter the bus at the station you start from, you have to scan your card. Can be your credit card or the cards for, you know, that can be used for transport. And once you arrive at the destination, you have to check out too. By scanning your card, your credit card. I think it was a neat solution for this. It's a neat solution. But you have to check out as well, or else we'll basically get fined. So yeah. I basically arrived like 2 hours before my return coach arrived. So yeah, I basically explored Utrecht a bit, and eventually ate something at Subway, and then yeah, it was basically a good time to go. So I just arrived at the station where I was supposed to wait, and then yeah, the coach arrived. The driver who basically took me to Utrecht was basically the same, so he somehow recognized me. But yeah, asking me I'm leaving this early. Basically, it was planned. It was planned to leave at the same hour. I mean, not quite hour, but you know, I basically stayed in Netherlands for 4 days. But it felt like 1 week for some reason. Recognizable red hoodie pony. Hello, Cloudy. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about PCH. And basically we made it to the end of my adventure at, you know. How have you been, Cloudy? So yeah, last time we talked about how I returned home. The driver recognized me. Basically, being surprised. I think he was surprised that I am basically returning that early, despite Despite, you know, that was basically planned because PonyCon Holland lasts like 4 days. 3 days actually. And before that we also had... I also talked about how I got this commission from Monarcha of Pinkie Pie. That, from her words, I was told that I was the only commissioner who requested a canon character. Oh, yes, indeed. So... Oh no. Okay, my VTuber froze. My VTuber froze. My camera is not responding. Hold on, I need to restart. There we go. Yay, hugs. Yeah. So... yeah. I was returning home and then... Yeah. It was basically the same as with arriving to the Netherlands. The same way I was returning to Poland. Yeah, transfers and whatnot. And yeah. Yeah. I wasn't feeling hungry at the same time, so... Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's how my PCH went. And yeah. In summary, basically this PonyCon Holland felt special to me. Not only because I had fun, but also because it was my first con that I traveled alone. So... And I believe it's a big step forward. So, yeah. And I probably may think about traveling to other cons in Europe on my own. Yeah, especially since Northhorsecon is yeah, basically my next thing of where to travel next will be Denmark for Northhorsecon. And yeah. And I'm excited but at the same time nervous. Considering now I basically know I can travel around the world. Sort of. But I haven't been in Denmark. So yeah. But yeah. You have freedom, yes. Yeah, but yeah. Let me tell you that the first moments were scary, especially since after I arrived to Netherlands. Because I wasn't sure what to do. But yeah. At least I managed to get this right. So, yeah. So yeah. That was, but anyways, that was how my PonyCon Holland went. I had the best time. I mean, every PonyCon that I attend to gives me some kind of good time. But PonyCon Holland is special since as I basically managed to get there on my own, so I guess that's a big step forward. Yeah, probably next time I'll travel somewhere. I think I'm gonna have to use the train. Who knows? I mean, coaches are fine, but trains are probably faster. And yeah. I could prove my parents wrong that I can do this. And yeah, basically everyone is happy that I managed. But yeah. And I think that's all about my PCH experience, so yeah. I expected my just chatting stream to last 2 hours, but 2.5 to 2.5 hours. But we actually made it to 3. 3 hours. Oh my goodness. So, I think basically since we're done, talking, I thought of probably doing some quick Q&A, mini Q&A. Can be related to con, can be not related to con. Basically, ask me anything as long as it's not personal. So, yeah. So, yeah. What's the best moment for PCH for you? I think, you know, other than probably having to travel there on my own, I think the best moment was one of the commissions I got, and it was this commission that I got, because it's fucking cute, and I'm saying this as a cute denier. Yeah. Yeah, the artist is, I think, called Zita. And yeah. Their artworks are basically closely resembling show style. But nonetheless, I fucking love it. Because it's fucking cute. And I fucking adore it. So yeah. Yeah, I basically asked for nose boobs, but yeah, I expected this to be cute, but holy shit. But holy shit, that's got beyond my expectations. Let me tell you, get that, guys. That went beyond my expectations. So yeah. I could say this was the best moment. And would it be basically best moment to see Phoenix Redtail for after a long time? So yeah. Okay. Next question, how many vendors were selling Pinkie Pie related merchandise? A lot. And yeah. I sadly couldn't get all of them, but I could say that I spent lots of money at vendors. And most of them are of Pinkie Pie merch. Was there a good food options at the venue? Give us examples. I saw they were selling like like hot dogs and burgers at the venue, but I think most good food was outside the venue. And because they use basically like the token system, so yeah, so basically you have to pay amount of this to get like a token, so you can basically pay at the like the gastronomy part of the venue. And yeah, and I think you only had to use the credit cards because they don't use like the real cash. The hotel doesn't use the real cash, but vendors still accept cash. Yeah, I think it's the same as the last year. Basically, I think they went cashless because of the stealings or something. Because of the theft. That happened, I guess, at the venue. Did you collect any convention badge ribbons? I don't think there were any ribbons, I guess. Is that what I'm getting? But convention merch, I got some convention merch as well. Convention merch from this year and also like previous years. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I think they had the mug and some basically like plushy badges, as far as I know. Yeah. And the plushies were, of course, and of course there were like, you know, plushies from the vendors, but that's, you know, I sort of, you know, basically the price is high. What were the attendance numbers? I think I've been told it was like about 400. Because the venue was small. But yeah. That's probably double, not double, half than the Galacon. But still, a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I could go to the signing session, but I wasn't sure what I should do. Basically, I mean, not quite basically. I don't know what would I request for the VA. Last year I had a reason because of Andrea Libman. And yeah. And that's where the Ace is cute voice line came from. Don't test it, please. Or I'll be mad. £400, yes. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. Also, let me tell you that Zeist is a very nice town or city. I'd rather probably go with town because it may be probably big, but it's not like the biggest. I'm not sure whether it's a town or the city, but it's close to Utrecht, so maybe it's both. It's both. But the buildings aren't that like tall. It was basically like, you know. Yeah. What's your favorite musician there? I mean, okay, let me just tell you that I probably vibe for the music, but I don't usually have my favorite musician, but I somehow vibe to Koa Pony's music more. Which is basically mix of the pop music. And yeah, and EDM, I guess. Yeah, there was like Black and Blue and Prince whatever. But yeah, I mostly vibe to the music rather than, you know, go crazy like some did. But yeah, I'm mostly. But yeah, I'm mostly vibing. Okay, chat. What times do you usually return from the venue to finally get some sleep? Evenings? If you mean basically like to my hotel, then I think I usually went after midnight. I think I went basically early after dinner party after day. What video games did you play at the con? Funny enough, I didn't have time to play games, but if mobile games would count, then probably the closest would be Pokemon Go. So yeah. Does anyone still play this game? I'm probably late to the party, but I still do. And no, no singing. I play Pokemon every day. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, last batch of questions before we wrap up the stream. So yeah. So now we move on to Power or Mobile. Is that a thing? Never knew. Anyways, last questions. Anyone last questions? Before we wrap up the stream? Okay. And I finish my soda. Oh goodness. I mean, let me be honest. I thought I'm gonna probably play once I return from the venue to get some rest. I brought my laptop, but eventually it got ended up not being used. So, because yeah, I didn't have time for it. When will we see you for US-based pony conventions? Probably not this year. And probably not the next year either. I had my reasons to probably not get... I had reasons to why I'm not going to US yet. So, yeah. Chat got instantly depressed. Listen. Listen. As much as would like to travel, the costs is gonna... The travel cost is a problem to me. And other reasons that I'd rather not touch on stream because it's control, because I don't want any fights on my chat. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be all for now. And yeah, my quick just chatting stream ended up being basically of regular stream, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed my story and my story of my experience at PCH. So yeah. And we're gonna wrap up, and I'll be back probably on Halloween. On Friday. I enjoyed the chit chat. Yay! Glad you do. I'll be probably back on Halloween on Friday. Cause on that day we're gonna play a repo with Piggy. And basically any friend who would like to join. So yeah. I need to give a repo a try at some point. Cause cause this you know, the first time I played it was when I had to talk in Polish as a challenge. Basically repo, but English is not allowed. So yeah. So that's gonna be all for now. And yeah, like I said, I'll be back on Friday on Halloween, where we're gonna play some repo. And I want to thank you all for being here, for listening to my story listening to my story of how my adventure at PCH went. So thank you for the love, and you also get some love. Okay, so who is online? Thank you for being so awesome and cute, Ace. Awesome, probably, but not cute. And how about if we raid Gnashi? She's doing commission work. Some commissions, and yeah. And yeah, I thought of probably raiding her as a, you know, oh my goodness, I cannot talk anymore. I cannot talk anymore because I am struggling. But yeah, we're gonna raid Gnashi. We're going to raid Gnashi as we're gonna put this raid message. And like I said, I'll be back on probably on Friday, probably because it wasn't being discussed, because Piggy is gonna be the Pigginator is gonna be the host, so everything could change, but we'll see as we raid Gnashi Arts. She's doing some arts, and yeah, she deserves some love and ponies. So chat, thank you all for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. On Friday with Repo, and probably this weekend. And yeah, if you want to follow me on my socials like my Blue Sky and my YouTube, DeviantArt, and anything, you can check the link tree for my socials. You can also join my Discord server, where you can hang out with my community And finally, you can join, where you can join my community and also get announced of when I go live again, and also to hang out with my community. And finally, you can join my coffee. So yeah. So you can commission me even there. So yeah. Anyways, chat, thank you all for coming. Stay safe, stay awesome. Lots of love to you. Have a good day and night. See you on Friday, and I see you next time. Good night.